Hello everybody, welcome to week 35 of my pregnancy. I am 35 weeks pregnant, which my due date is in 35 days. So that's really getting close. My wheels are always turning about how much longer. Some days I feel like I'm going to be pregnant forever. I feel like this time will never go by. It's still October. October has been the longest month ever. And, people are still asking me, when are you due? You'll be getting ready to drop that baby anytime now. It's still not due to next month. Not due to next month. When you're pregnant, you kind of put your sights on your due date. Well, I've kind of put my sights on the day that I feel that it is safe to have the baby. And my midwives and I have all kind of agreed on that. That date that I'm kind of hoping for, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. He will come when he is good and ready. And I've gone through the natural induction period with two of my children. My daughter Isabella, who is now 10. We tried a few induction methods, some pressure points, some intimate time, nipple stimulation, and boom, I was in labor and had my baby girl. Then we tried it again with my son Zachariah, same type of things, even a few more herbs and stuff that my midwife had given me to try and help things along, but nothing worked. He was just not ready. I had him a week later. So we may try some of those things again. I did pick up some raspberry tea. I'm not exactly sure if it was the correct type because I know you need red leaf raspberry. I picked this up at the grocery store instead of a health food store, and it didn't say leaf on it, but it said that it was from Raspberry Farms or something like that. It didn't say it was just flavored. So anyway, and that will not make me go into labor if I'm not ready. It will make me more favorable to go into labor, and it will actually make my labor a lot better and easier. But anyway, so my sights are on November 6th right now. I think I told y'all last week because I have two boys. Their birthdays are a month apart, exactly to the day, and I'm kind of hoping that Theus and little Zach will be a month apart to the day. So but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But that's where my countdown is, and I've tried counting it down in as many ways as I can. That's exactly 2 weeks from today. But it's like, oh God, 2 weeks sounds so long. So it's like I'm counting down to Halloween, which is 8 days away, and then 6 more days after that. I am kind of been busy and plan on trying to stay busy. Last weekend was my daughter and my son's birthday party. They had a bowling party. It was really fun. We had like 20-something kids show up, so it was really great. And then yesterday was my 14th year anniversary, so 14 years and almost 6 kids later, we're still going strong and doing well. So, and I also had my midwife appointment, which went really great. I've gained 2 pounds. She thinks that he's a good size. What's a good size? I don't know. It's not itty bitty, if I guess is what she means. Other than that, he's measuring like he should be. She's guessing that he'll be around 7 pounds when he's born, but I guess that depends on when he's born. If he's born at 40 weeks or if he's born at 37. So we'll see how big this little guy is when he comes. I do have to do the beta strep tests next week. I'm a little nervous about that. I'm hoping that comes back negative, because if it's positive, that will mean I will have to get an IV and some antibiotics, but it's only going to be for like the first hour that I'm in labor, so it shouldn't be too bad, and then they'll cap off the IV, so that'll be really good. I have booked my placenta encapsulation as well as the tub. We met with the tub lady yesterday. She seemed really sweet, and we talked over things, and I'm still a little antsy about the whole renting the tub and all that stuff, but that's pretty much that. it skews the angle of the camera. I think I may have possibly broke the tripod, but we shall see. You know, I'm waiting until my husband gets home and can look at it and see if I actually broke it or if I just disassembled it. So, I do have the iPod, and I finally have it loaded with music along with a little speaker. So I'm gonna just plug it in for a second and so y'all can see how this is gonna work. So once I'm in labor, I will click on my music and turn this on, and you can adjust the sound from here and let that sit on the table and just play some music. So I'm not going to play it too long, but anyway, that is that, my iPod. It's got a nice little case on it and all that stuff. So purchases. There's really not much to buy. If you can see, I have plenty of diapers. I have the hospital bag packed. All I have to do is add a few more do not forgets. I even have these little flip-flops just for getting in and out of the tub. That is pretty much all packed, ready to go. His little sling for when we stop at grandma's or whatever on the way home, if we have to stop at the grocery store or anything like that. So I've got all of that. His little blanket, even his little first stuffed animal, which is really cute. And he also got a lovey that somebody gave me over the weekend for him. So he's got everything he possibly need. I did purchase one thing that I found that I needed, and I don't even need it right away. This is a bumbo seat. It's kind of in there, and once the baby is old enough to be able to hold his head up without somebody being able to support it, he can sit up in here and look around and feel like he's sitting up. This was my son Zachariah's as well as my daughter Emily. It has a little bitty tear in the rubber right here. If you can see, I can stick my finger right in there. You should be able to see that tear. Well, anyway, I purchased a cover for it instead of buying a whole new one for $10 at Walmart, so that's not really bad. I did order it site to store. It is like a very, very vibrant purple in the inside with blue, with little sea creatures on it in green and purple and stuff like that. So that'll be really nice, and it's got a little seatbelt in it as well. So that'll be good for him to be able to sit in there. What I don't have for him is one of the little play mats that they look at when they get to be a couple of weeks old, as well as a high chair. But I think we're going to ask Santa Claus to bring that for him, since he has everything else he possibly could need. Trying to think what else to tell y'all. He definitely has dropped. I've been in the bathroom a whole lot more than I used to be. The midwife even agreed that he was very low, so he is definitely dropped. I've had a fairly good overall pregnancy. I'm not gonna say that I haven't had my share of complaints. I mean, I'm sure you hear me, I'm tired of being pregnant, but I don't know if it's necessarily too much discomfort. I mean, some of it is discomfort as much as anticipation. I mean, this is worse than waiting for Christmas. I mean, I get excuse me, I keep thinking of all the future moments I'm going to have with him, and I can't wait for it. I mean, even as much as showing him off to my friends and family, you know, Christmas is coming and we're going to see family, and I'm going to have this beautiful little baby in my arms to show off. You know, I just can't wait to hold him and see him and show him to you guys and show him to everybody, because, I don't know, he's just so special to us. But anyway, you know, it's not really been a bad pregnancy. I really had very, very little morning sickness, if any. I think more of it was nerves than morning sickness. And, you know, I mean, his movements have been pretty painful, and he starts moving like crazy, and my belly is really, really, really tight. I mean, there is not much pull room or anything, so it's pretty big, but he's definitely dropped. I don't know that that's made my breathing much better, maybe because he's so big. But, you know, midwife said he's really low, his head is down, his butt is right here, and his legs are right here. So he's ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to have him. I'm ready to, all this stuff I have for him, I'm ready to dress him up and show him off and hug him and kiss him and love him, and, you know, ready to see his siblings with him. And I'm just really excited about this baby, this life, this new adventure we get to go on. So, not that it's something we haven't done before, but with each child it's just as special, and it's different, you know. I could tell you about raising each one of my children and things that we've been through, and none of them are the same, you know. I can see similarities, but they're not the same. So, you know, I'm having no swelling or anything like that. They checked me for that. I'm actually having the opposite problem. Like, my wedding rings seem to be big, and at certain times I can actually fit them on my middle finger, and they will stay there for hours. I don't know if I'm cold or what the deal is with that, but, you know, I'm not exactly sure, but that is pretty much that, you know. My kids have a doctor's appointment next Tuesday, and I am on weekly visits now. So, and I saw them yesterday, which was Tuesday. So we made the appointment for that afternoon, and Isabella's going to come in with us and meet the midwives. One of the midwives has obviously met her since she delivered her, but I think she's changed a little bit in the past 10 years. So, you know, that that'll be nice for them to meet her, because she is planning on being at the birth and helping film and that type of thing. So, other than that, we've been just really busy. I have a doctor's appointment with my primary care physician next Monday, early in the morning. So, and they just want to check over my thyroid, because I do have a thyroid condition that I have to take medication for, and my last blood work didn't show it doing as well as they would like. So they are going to have me see my primary care and see what she wants to do. If she wants to change my medicine or not. And my iron has also been pretty low, and I don't do well with just taking iron supplements. For some reason it doesn't absorb in my body. I've had low iron pretty much my whole entire life. Well, not last summer, but the summer before, they had me go in for some outpatient like iron therapy. They put some in an IV and gave it to me over like a 2-week period. So I'm gonna see about getting that done Monday. The only issue with that is I am still pregnant, and you know, I could in the middle of this therapy have the baby. So I don't know how that will work out, but if they would just want to wait for me to have the baby and then have that done afterwards, I'm not exactly sure. But other than that, everything is great. I have put the room back to normal. I washed everything I could possibly find in this room in baby draft. Took everything off the hangers, everything out of the dresser, everything out of the changing table, and washed it all and put it back away. And it about killed me. My hips were hurting, and I think that's when he dropped, was with all that nesting that I'm doing. There's really not much for me to do but sit here and wait. You know, I have this coming week my daughter and my son have their yearly checkup, and then she's taking me shopping to Justice with her birthday money. And then she's been invited to a couple of parties this weekend that she's probably going to go to. And then next week is my primary care, their eye appointment, and my 36-week checkup. And then we got Halloween that weekend. So keeping pretty busy. Just hoping the time will be a ticking away, and we'll see when this baby comes. And you know, I should still be pregnant next week. So I will see y'all for week 36. And y'all have a good day and see you next week. Alright, bye. Alright, week 35 belly shot. So here we are with the shirt on, the best it can do. And then this is the belly. I believe it has definitely dropped. Here's the front of it. Here you go. That is pretty much 35 weeks of growing baby Theus. And I will see y'all all next week for 36 weeks. Bye.